Yeah, I pop one time on the scene like the money coming up on the green light. My way too heavy on the beat like money coming up, I pick up the piece nice. I pop one time on the scene like the money coming up on the green light. My way too heavy on the beat like money coming up, I pick up the piece like and we pick up the piece like they're popping up.
Round 1, fight.
Yo, what's up, good people? Mr. Blues FX on the charts, and you know we're back. It's a new year. This is the Fair Value Gap series, the money making series. Let's get to business, guys. So, as you can see, we'll be dealing with the market maker buy model. So, first of all, I want to take your whole, the whole picture to this area, this part here, because I'm going to use from this part to explain it as we go up. So, in that part, take it as accumulation, because we broke a low. Take this part as the manipulation and the distribution, right? So, what had happened here was that, okay, we had a low, right? We had a low right here. Sorry that it's not straight. I'm just avoiding the recording stopping here. But anyway, okay, this low was taken. After that low has been taken, what happens? The market ranges as it manipulates people right here. Then our market maker buy model confirmation starts here, right? The failure to break another low, right? There was a failure to break this low. Instead we broke a high, which confirms that's the first confirmation of the market maker buy model. Then what happens after? There was a fair value gap right here, a 4-hour, what is this? A 4-hour SIBI. In that 4-hour SIBI, right here, we violated it. After violating it, we used it as an inversion fair value gap and continued going up, as you can see, which confirms even further the buy model. So what happens again is that, boom, there's a high here. What happens by this high? It's also taken. After it's taken, it's used as a what? As a breaker. Another confirmation that this is a buy model. But the three indicators was the failure to break another low, and instead we broke a high here. Then what next? There was a fair value gap here, a 4-hour SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. We broke that and used it as an inversion fair value gap, IFVG. Right? Then we use this as a buy area to confirm our buy bias, right? Then after that, we broke this high, which confirmed. After breaking this high, you can see that it further confirmed our bias that this is now a buy model. After taking that high, what did we do? We used it immediately as a breaker. What support and resistance people would say is that we changed resistance and turned into support, and we bought off that area. But they wouldn't know that this is actually just us using that area as a breaker. Cool. Right. Then we continued going up, but kept on taking what? Highs. But in this area, this was the significant high right here. After this high was taken, it confirmed our bias. And look what happens. After it takes this high, it does what? It uses it as a breaker, moves off it. And look, again here, there's a fair value gap. It respects it because bodies close inside the fair value gap and it moves to higher prices. So in this instance, it's not like the sell model in this instant. I want to show the difference, because usually what I'll explain to you is that, okay, the market goes up, right? Let's say there was a high right here. Usually the way I explain the buy model. So there was a high right there. The market will go up, take that significant high. After taking that significant high, it will come back. Right, just happened. It will come back into a fair value gap it left here, that's where you buy off. And after doing that, you buy off you take your trade. That's the market maker buy model. Literally. After taking the high, coming back into the fair value gap, and boom, we go to higher prices, right? This was the high taken, coming back into the fair value gap, and bought. Boom, gone. So, as we get into the juicy things of the Krabby Patty formula that we're dealing with here, so what I would do is that obviously in this instance it happens differently. In this instance, it uses the breakers. Yes, we are dealing with the fair value gap series right here, but probably in the lower time frames here, there's a fair value gap right on this line on the breaker. It's just that the breaker series makes sense when I teach you with the order block series. But also, it's evident after that, which trade are you going to take? This was the perfect trade to take. Even though this takes days to here, but here's your first trade. You see, in this area, our first trade was here. After taking the little high, we used this as an inversion fair value gap to take a significant high. Then we kept on using the highs as breakers. Right, you get that. So here, we respected because the body's closed inside. Right here, another fair value gap entry to buy. So this was an inversion. Okay, let me label them to make this. So this is a 4-hour IFVG, inversion fair value gap. This is a 4-hour BISI, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. This is a 4-hour BISI, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So we moved off these areas, and you will see that this works hand in hand with this breaker and order block. As you can see, that's why I'm saying when I teach the petty of this, I always tell you that this is the Krabby Patty formula and all comes together at the end. But the petty, it all comes together in this area right here. So at this area right here, it works hand in hand with the order block and the breaker, but it's not something that we focused on right now. So after, you should realize that after the buy model was confirmed here, and look at how long we buy for. Look how amazing is that? From that area, we bought and we haven't came back. Amazing thing about the buy model. So here, this is another BISI, and this BISI is from the CPI. I still remember this CPI. I thought we were gonna violate that area as usual, but we used it to bounce off at the 50% mark. The 50% mark of this area. Look at this. Right here we bounced off at the 50% mark. Right here again, 50% mark, and we kept on buying and respecting the market maker buy model, because we respected it here. If you realize again, because what did we take? Failure to break the low, but success to break the high. That's the simple. That's in my own terms, literally my own terms, on how I explain the market maker buy model. And again, another high taken here. We use it as a breaker. Fair value gap right here. Fair value gap and breaker working hand in hand. We bought 50% mark. We are gone again. This is just bread and butter, people. Simple things. Just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, what you should realize is that, okay, right now, look at where this market maker buy model started. And we went up consistently with it. And kept on going up, and up. So what you should realize here is that, okay, there's volume imbalances here. I won't get into that. But I hope I gave you an amazing picture on the market maker buy model using the futures of Nasdaq. Vantage, the broker is Vantage. So yeah, amazing stuff, hey? Amazing stuff. You can't fail at this, literally. If you look at the sell model and the buy model, I love the way when I use the 4-hour chart, it just showed us a different perspective of how to understand the market maker buy model, because you just switch them around, because it's one thing. It's just that with the market maker sell model that I taught before, there were different types of entries that in the way I explained this. So I'm happy that we were able to see it in this perspective. I won't go down to the 1 hour chart or all that. I just wanted to make this a quick 10-12 minute video, so that it's something that you can rewatch 2-4 times, somewhere there, to understand what's really going on. Because right here, this is a market maker sell model in this area right here. As we are looking at this right here, this area, they may mark it with a block. This area, that's a market maker sell model. But it's for you to actually identify why it's a market maker sell model. Or should I include it? Should I not? Should I not? You know what? Let's just get to it. So, this is a significant high, right? After breaking the high, we came back and did what? And broke the low. And people will think, no, the market dropping from this is a coincidence. No, buddy. We just know what we're doing this side. So, right here, when you look at it, you can literally see that, okay, after taking this, what happened? The power of freaking 3. AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. It never gets better than that. The peanut butter and jelly freaking sandwich. So, you look at this clearly and see that, okay, this is accumulation. Let's do this. This is accumulation, manipulation, distribution. How amazing. Let's change the colors. Distribution, let's mark it with green. Manipulation is the red zone. Let's mark it with red. Yeah. Look at this. The peanut butter and jelly freaking sandwich. And what happens after that? What happens after that is that the market will come back to the order blocks or the fair value gaps in this area to give the perspective to the people that know. Continue buying. Buy. Then people will be wondering, oh damn, we dropped again. And if I wanted to show you, okay, I just gave you the jelly sandwich, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich of why we're gonna drop right here, right? I know I included it in the buy model, but it's at the end. It's just something extra because I'm feeling good. I haven't felt this good in a while. So let's go to the monthly chart. When we get to the monthly chart, we reset the chart. And we can see that here's this area right here. This area is going to force us to come down at some point. To come literally equal this. But I love my mentor. You see, there's a gap here. So how many days until this month closes? I think we have how many? Today is the 17th, 18th, somewhere there. So 12 more days, 14 more days, somewhere there. But all that I'm going to say is that however this month closes, there's a gap here that we're going to leave. And when we come back to that gap, that's the reason why we're going to drop. This thing is not that difficult as people make it seem, guys. The power of 3 is simple. Ooh, look at it on the daily. I love the daily on the sell model thing because look at this. It respects, you see, this is a fair value gap after a low has been taken, right? In this situation, you'll be like, but man, Mr. Mystery Blues FX, what's going on here? It closed above. Why is it still going down, giving us the instance that it's still going down? One thing I love about this is a sort of manipulation. That's why it keeps on doing this. Sort of manipulation indicating that, okay, these 1, 2, 3, 4 candles are literally an order block. So what you do, I've never taught the 4 candle order block, but you look at the instance of entering off this candle, second last candle, and boom, look at how we respect that. Boom, continuously respecting this area. But yeah, guys, that was the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That was the market maker buy model with a bit of spice and touch of the market maker sell model, with a bit and touch and spices of the order blocks. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That was one of the greatest videos I've ever released. I really enjoyed that, and I'm sure you could feel the vibe too. It's the Sombonyo way, man. Probably a lot of you don't even know what Sombonyo means, but yeah, guys. And this is me, Mr. Blues FX, your mentor. And guess what? I'm signing out.
Woke up like this, I'm going big. She gave me a kiss. Mwah. That nigga sick, I'm going big. I am a king. Yeah, nigga, I'm in. They couldn't close all the gates cause I fit. Kicking your shins. I got no time for no quit. T63 in the mill. Now that's the deal. I'm getting bigger and bigger, I mean. Little by little.